Hello and welcome to the Tea Tales, where we create more joy in the world through creating more joy in our lives. I'm Tina Lehman. I am an ambassador of joy. Our last episode was Self-Compassion, Part 2, and I created it on the mainland in Portugal, near Cascais. Welcome to our new home on the island of Madeira. We are in the creation station. And I took a bit of a break because I have been focusing on wellness. And I'm here to tell you that self-compassion is a huge, huge, huge part of wellness. Today's episode is Self-Compassion, Part 2. I'm so happy you're here. We can be there for our friends, right? When we have friends going through a dark time, we can be really beautiful listeners. We can be a compassionate friend for others who are going through a dark time. We can serve as a lighthouse for others, but oftentimes when we're going through a tough time ourselves, when we're going through dark times ourselves, even when we make a little mistake, and come on, mistakes are part of learning. Mistakes are part of life. Mistakes are part of growth. But whew, we can make a mistake and we can be so unkind to ourselves, and the sharpness of our words that we turn on ourselves, we become the attacked and the attacker at the same time. And we wouldn't dream of speaking this way to a friend, but we speak cruelly to ourselves. And this goes very deep. This is deep in the subconscious, so deep we may not even understand that it's happening. We may not be aware of it. So that's why it's so important that we bring our compassionate friend to the forefront. The more toxic we are with ourselves, the more we attract toxic people. The more kind, the more loving, the more compassionate we are with ourselves, that's when beauty comes into our world, and uplifting relationships, reciprocal relationships appear in our lives. The more compassionate we are with ourselves. So I want to introduce to you a guided visualization, a guided meditation that is so wonderful at helping us get to know our compassionate friend. It's inspired by the work of Dr. Christian Neff and Dr. Christopher Germer. I highly recommend the Mindful Self-Compassion Workbook, as well as Dr. Christian Neff's newest book called Fierce Self-Compassion. This guided visualization is very helpful in introducing us to our compassionate friend. I would like to invite you to get comfortable in a chair or lie down. I'm going to sit in my chair, and I invite you to gently close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths into your belly and settle into your body. I invite you to place one hand or both hands on your beautiful heart. To show yourself loving kindness and attention. Often we give a lot of attention to others. Now is our time for loving kindness. And breathe into your heart 3 times. And now that we're more settled into our bodies and listening more attentively to our hearts, I'd like you to imagine a place where you feel safe and comfortable. You feel at peace. And this place could be a beautiful beach. And you're enjoying the warm sun on your smiling face. This place could be a cozy room with a fireplace. You're surrounded by your favorite books. And you're enjoying your favorite cup of tea. You could be in a beautiful forest, enjoying the scent, the aroma of eucalyptus and pine. You could be in an imaginary place. You could be floating with the clouds, anywhere that you feel safe, comfortable, and at peace. Just breathe into your belly and allow a place to come to mind. Allow yourself to feel what it feels like to be in this place of comfort and peace. And soon, a visitor arrives. This person, this being is loving and supportive. They know exactly where you are on your journey. They love you completely. They accept every part of you. And you choose to welcome them inside your safe, comfortable, and peaceful place. And now position yourself with your compassionate friend. You might be facing them. You might want to be sitting side by side. Position yourself where you feel most comfortable with your compassionate friend. And just feel what it feels like to be with this person who accepts every part of you. Your compassionate friend may have something to say to you. It may be something that you really need to hear at this moment in time. Just breathe into your heart and listen. And you may have something very special to share with your compassionate friend. And just sit with what those words might be. What would you like to share with your compassionate friend who loves you just as you are? And if no words come, that's okay. Merely being with this compassionate friend, an ancestor, a spiritual figure, an imaginary figure, someone you know now, just being with this wise being who loves you just as you are is a joy in itself. And they are listening attentively to you. And you are listening attentively to them. And as you're sitting here with your compassionate friend, being in this place of complete acceptance and love, you realize this courage, this wisdom, this strength, this inner wisdom, courage, and strength is coming from you. Your compassionate friend is part of you, and this compassionate friend is available to you when you need this compassionate friend the most. Take a moment to just be in a state of gratitude, in the knowing that this inner wisdom, courage, strength, unconditional love, this self-compassionate friend is part of you. There's nothing to do, just be with that feeling. Slowly allow the meditation to dissolve. Enjoy 3 deep belly breaths to settle back into your body. And gently open your eyes. Welcome back. I hope you found this guided meditation, guided visualization, nourishing and nurturing. I invite you to pay attention to how your life changes every time you practice this meditation. People who are more self-compassionate experience more joy and more well-being. Thanks so much for tuning into the Tea Tales. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I'll see you next episode.